What's the weirdest animal you can milk?
According to Ben Stiller, it's a cat.
What is that from?
Meet the Parents.
That's that same section?
It's Robert De Niro.
Oh.
Well, Greg, I got a nipple. You can milk me.
I love when he prays. Oh, dear Lord. Day after day.
By day.
By day. These three things we pray.
Welcome to the very first episode of The Expert Taste.
You heard that right.
The Expert Taste. I am your host, Johnny Jacobowski. Sitting to my right is Mr. Scott Calvin, who fell off the roof of a second-story home and became Santa Claus. Welcome, everybody.
Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, quick snippet. What are we doing here? The Expert Taste.
Well, we just came off a season of football videos called The Expert Take because clearly we just have elite football minds.
Absolutely.
And so we thought, well, nobody wants to talk about the XFL.
Absolutely not. Let's keep the expertise going.
Yes. And so we both like food.
Yes.
We both eat food.
We do.
And expert taste sounds like expert take.
Yeah, exactly.
Win. So we're going to be hosting a weekly food show.
Yes. This, however,
we use the term food show very lightly.
Very lightly. Very lightly. Basically, this is just what you can consume as a human show. I don't know if we could say food. It has food elements, most of which you would not prepare for your family at Thanksgiving.
So basically, this is going to be a who can make each other throw up challenge for the next 16 weeks.
Great. I'm so glad we agreed to this. But anyway, we are making this video because we just want to explain to you guys how this season of The Expert Taste is going to go, what you have to look forward to, how everything is going to flow in a rhythmic pattern.
Yes.
Whether it be projectile coming out of our mouth, flowing in a rhythmic pattern nonetheless.
I will say this. If you get queasy at people gagging and throwing up, you might want to take the next 16 weeks off. We have not filmed anything yet, but we've talked about this. And I can pretty much guarantee
one of us will puke at some point throughout. Why are we doing this? Well, I have no idea.
You know what? They're just going to be funny videos.
Exactly. So if you just, like humorous videos and you want to watch either one of us, I don't know, curl up in agony because the food we're eating is so disgusting, you should stick around for this season of The Expert Taste. But we do have a system to this show.
We do. This is not just mass chaos.
Yep.
Basically what we're doing is this is going to be a 16-week long season. We're going to have 15 weeks of challenges and then crown a champion at the end with different themes every week. So a breakfast week, a taco week, a cereal week. Where
my personal favorite, the blended milkshake week.
Ugh. Basically, these are rough guidelines to... The point of this show is to make the other person gag and not be able to get down the food that we've prepared for each other.
Yep. And like you said, prepared for each other. That's how this show is going to go. So, for example, each week is going to have its own theme. So take breakfast week, for example. Okay.
Coming up tomorrow.
Exactly. First episode coming tomorrow. So if we take breakfast week, for example... Each week has its own rule.
Yep.
Each theme has its own rule. Breakfast week, the only rule is whatever you make has to have eggs in it.
Correct.
We will be preparing an entree, a meal, however you want to say it, for the other person. I will make something for him. He will make something for me. For breakfast week, the only rule is whatever we make has to have eggs in it.
And I think it's safe to assume you've probably already gone there in your mind. Neither of us are going to be eating cooked eggs tomorrow. Right?
So essentially,
basically,
if he wants to give me a plate of dead crickets and crack an egg and drizzle it over it, that is acceptable.
That counts.
And I have to eat it.
So there's 15 weeks of challenges, and we kind of set a loose rule of about $10 a week that we get to spend.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with a pot of $150.
We each get $150.
Yep. that has to last us
the entire season.
The entire time. I mean, if you run out week 10, the other person's going to have it pretty easy. So that's one of the rules. Another rule is anytime during the challenges, each one of us have one chance to say, no, I'm not eating it.
I've looked at this you've prepared for me, and absolutely not. I am not putting it in my mouth.
Correct. So
you get one no throughout the entire season.
One. You also get one reversal where if you look at it and you say, I'd rather have what I prepared, which is also going to be disgusting, but you can switch it up based on how we eat each other's foods. If you get it down and just straight face, power through, you don't lose any points. If you gag or throw up, you lose a point. If you only chew it 3 times and then spit it out, you lose 2 points. And so we start off with a set amount of money to spend, and we start off with a set amount of points.
Exactly. So the whole season, each person is going to start with 42 points. Each week is worth 3 points total. You going into the week, you have all your points.
Correct.
And like he said, keeping your points is based off of how you handle eating the food. So if you can swallow it, whatever disgusting meal was prepared for you, you will keep all 3 points for that week. If you gag or throw it up, you lose a point. If you only chew it 3 times,
which is a minimum, you get one time to say absolutely not.
Otherwise, every time you have to at least chew it 3 times. So now, throughout each individual week, if you only chew it 3 times and then spit it out into the trash bin, you will lose 2 of your points.
Correct.
For that week.
Every week.
We start each week with a set amount of points based on how we handle the meals prepared for us. We either keep or lose those points.
Can I just interject a question again? Why did we decide to do this?
I don't know.
For your clicks.
For your clicks. We really want your views and your subscriptions. So...
There are a couple ground rules, though.
Yes.
We've established some ground rules. It has to be safe for human consumption.
That is one of the major rules, safe for human consumption. We're not giving each other food poisoning. However, if dead crickets are safe for human consumption, it is on the playing field. It can be used. And the second rule is it cannot be alive.
No live anything.
We both collectively agreed we are not eating anything that has a pulse or a heartbeat. It's not happening.
If it had a pulse or a heartbeat, but does not anymore, we got to put it in our mouth.
It is safe for the playing field. So this should be very interesting.
Yeah.
We will explain more as the season goes on. If this confused you, we have it down in our heads. We know what it's going to look like. Each week is going to have its own theme. And like we said, you start with the points. Either you keep them or you lose them. There will be a winner crowned at the end of the season. And you will even get to participate throughout this season because we will have a week where you are able to vote on the most disgusting meal.
Correct. And points will be awarded
to the winner
based on your vote.
So you want to stick around.
Definitely.
We are here in the trenches for you to click that subscribe button. So subscribe, okay?
It's happening now. It's on the internet. It has to be true.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm not eating, lefse filled with ghost pepper to not get subscriptions. All right?
There'll be some Spam sauce in there.
Gross. I was told that he absolutely hates banana.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Banana flavoring anything. So you might see some dishes that have banana and you go, well, that actually looks pretty good, but he'll be over here dying in pain.
You can literally make me a banana cream pie and I'm going to lose points that week.
Oh, boy. So like we said, the very first eating episode of The Expert Taste will be out tomorrow. Okay? Tomorrow. So wherever that little red lettering that says subscribe is down by this video, click it right now, okay? Because you're going to want to be here for this.
Click like, write a comment, all that stuff. Absolutely. Do all the stuff on YouTube.
All the things that you need to let as many people watch us yak and gag over food for the next 16 weeks. Again. What a great idea.
What a great idea.
Oh, boy. So be on the lookout tomorrow. The first episode of The Expert Taste is coming.
I'm Scott Calvin.
I am Santa Claus. A boom.